Question: is the Catholic Church the one true original church? Let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and beginning in verse 15. This is Paul, the Apostle Paul speaking. For though you have 10,000 instructors in Christ, yet have ye not many fathers. For in Christ Jesus I have begotten you through the gospel. Wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me. If you're going to call anyone a church father, it should be the apostles, right? Not somebody who knew an apostle, and certainly not someone who lived 100, 200, or 300 years after the apostles. If anybody's going to be called church fathers, it should be the apostles. And guess what? We have their words written down in the New Testament, so we don't have to guess about that. Okay? So one of the things Paul said in Acts chapter 20, verse 29, Paul is speaking. He said, for I know this, that after my departing, that means after his death, shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them. So we know Paul warned the Galatians about this false gospel of, adding works to grace, which nullifies grace. He warned them about that and said, if any man preach any other gospel, let him be accursed. Okay? Paul preached salvation by grace through faith alone. Okay? So if people are entering in, not sparing the flock and leading, and they're speaking perverse things and leading away disciples, at least some of what they're going to be doing is the very corruption that Paul was warning them about is perverting the gospel. So he's warning them, after I die, look out, because these guys are coming. They followed him around his whole ministry, trying to add works to grace, and he knows that as soon as he dies, they're coming in. Well, that's what happened to the early church. Peter wrote about it. John wrote about it. Paul wrote about it. These people who, this error, this perversion of the gospel, this perversion of the truth, had already begun while the apostles were still alive, and it accelerated after they died. So no, the Catholic Church is not the true church. These other men are not the church fathers. If anyone's a church father, it's the apostles, and you can read what they said.